this thing on? Oh, hi. Do you remember me? Probably not, because I'm a lot hotter now. It's quite chilly in my room. We are so back. I actually have so much to tell you guys. I also have taken up ASMR, so I do this in like all of my TikTok videos. For those of you that don't follow me on TikTok, this is just a little glimpse into that life now. Quickest recap of 2024. I'm gonna go very quickly, so try to stay with me. Got a 9 to 5, quit that. Also, this happened. On July 12th, mine and Steven's 6 years. We don't really need to go into the details there, but then I also, with Steven, we booked a wedding venue. So that basically sums up. Oh, and I'm also an aunt. My sister had my now niece, Sophia. 2024 was a very pivotal year, and we missed that with each other. So now we're back together forever. Happy family. I feel like I'm giving toxic ex that like ghosted you for a year and then out of nowhere just comes back into your life and acts like everything's so normal. But I promise I'm not that. Let's move locations and get a little cozy with each other. And by move locations, I mean let's go onto my bed. I just got this new set and it's giving like the perfect grandma cottage core vibe ever. Love her. So grab a coffee, grab a snack, take a seat, and join me. Because you guys asked me questions and I will be answering those today. My iPad is on 10%. I'm like an ultimate iPad kid. I asked you guys to ask me questions, so here we go. Starting off with, what made you start TikTok/YouTube and what keeps you going? I've always had a love for creating content, like creating videos. If you ask any of my family members, I've been making like video star videos since I could remember. And then I got to senior year of college and I was like, what is holding me back? Why am I not doing it? So I started taking it more seriously. And then one thing led to another. Realized I actually didn't really want like a regular 9 to 5. Took social media more seriously and now it's my full-time job. Yes. Do you ever think that people will judge you or make fun of you for content creation? I know for a fact people have made fun of me. Do I care? No, not really. I am my biggest critic and I only really care what I think about myself because I know who I am. And I love this saying so much. If somebody's talking about you to other people, it's because nobody will listen to them when they talk about themselves. So I'll just keep doing me and keep having people be fans and talk about me. You can make fun of me all you want. I'm getting paid, so. Oh, this one's interesting. If you could choose to be any of your sisters, who would you choose and why? I wouldn't choose just one of them. They're all literally such amazing people. I wish that you guys could actually meet my sisters because each one of them brings such a different aspect into my life. I just could never choose which one I would want to be because they're all perfect princesses, so can't choose just one of them. What's your all-time favorite skincare product? I've recently been loving Rhode, the glazing milk, the Glow Recipe toner. Those two I use very often. I've been using beef tallow as well. And those are the only ones that I could really think off the top of my head as of right now. But those are definitely good ones to start with. Drop the coffee recipe, please. So I actually use an espresso and my favorite pods are the iced Ligero pods. And I use the Planet Oat milk caramel creamer. It's delicious. Very simple, but very delicious. You can't go wrong. My perfect everyday go-to coffee. If not social media, what would you be doing right now? So actually what's funny is, in my 5th grade yearbook, I wrote that I wanted to be a fashion designer. And I feel like if I didn't do social media full-time, I would definitely still be in somewhere of more the creative realm because I cannot sit in a desk from 9 to 5 and not use the creative side of my brain. It just would not work out for me. I'd be completely depressed. I'd say probably I would try to pursue becoming a fashion designer. Fashion is very interesting to me. Either that or something in the beauty realm, hair, something like that. When did Steven start bonding with your sisters? Which one did he get along with first? I love you. I love you too. And I feel like Steven kind of got along with them right away. He's a very easy guy to get along with. I don't know which one he would say he bonded with first, or which one he got along with first. I'd say he got along with them all equally right off the bat, honestly. My family's really easy to get along with too. Like, nobody's mean. Nobody's gonna just shut you out or say things that are out of pocket. They're all nice people to get along with. So I think that's also what made it easy as well. And Steven is perfect, so everybody just got along right away. How do you keep yourself productive when not feeling your best? Love your videos. See, this is the thing. I'm not always productive. I like to lay in bed. I'm on my period. Actually, I was 18 days late for my period, but I have my period now, and I've been going through it, I'm not gonna lie. I used to always be the type of person that would push myself until like I couldn't do it anymore. I don't do that because rest is very important. If you truly, like, your body is telling you that you need rest, rest. So just give yourself that rest that you need, and then you could go on the next day being more productive. And that's what I've been doing, and I feel like I've been happier with myself. How do you know when you found the one? Struggling in the dating world right now? I'm so sorry. I cannot even imagine how difficult it is, because I don't know what our generation is doing, but it's like very hard for people to just commit to one person and just, like, I never understood the situationship thing. Like, it's either you want to be with the person or you don't want to be with the person. So I think it's very simple, like, either you want to be with the person or you don't want to be with the person. I don't think that it has to be complicated. And I feel like when you know you found the one, it won't be complicated. And that is like the easiest way that I can explain it, is when you found the one, it won't be complicated, and you'll know that's who you want to be with, and they feel the exact same way about you. Changed positions. Didn't feel like sitting crisscross applesauce anymore. What were your plans before becoming a full-time content creator? So I actually hated college, wanted to drop out, didn't drop out, ended up getting my associate's degree in business administration and then my bachelor's degree in marketing, and I was just gonna try to find a job in social media management because I really liked doing social media. So that's kind of, I didn't really have a plan. I was just kind of doing it to do the thing, and then I ended up here. If you have a dream, I would say just stick with your dream and then you'll get there. And yeah, just never give up on yourself. I did not. Do you have any creators that you get your inspo from? I wouldn't say I get inspo from creators specifically. I would say that I find a lot of inspiration on Pinterest. I'm like constantly scrolling on Pinterest and just pinning pins, making boards, and I feel like that's ultimately where I get most of my inspiration from. Yeah, so I wouldn't say any creators specifically, but like there are creators that I like. Have you and Steven looked at places to live after you get married? We have actually been looking at places, and I'm thinking that we're gonna move closer to New York City to start off with, which is really exciting, but with wedding planning and everything happening this year because we're getting married in October, we're kind of taking time for that and then trying to figure out when we're gonna move in together. I don't know, it's just a lot. It's a lot to think about. How are you so confident filming in front of other people? I always get so embarrassed. Actually, I still get embarrassed. I would not say that I'm confident filming in front of other people. Like, I cannot film in front of my family. I have to tell them to like go away. Like, if I'm speaking to the camera, I have to have nobody around me. I can't do it. I like cringe at myself. It's not embarrassing. It's only embarrassing if you think it's embarrassing, but I still find it embarrassing. Like, I don't want them to hear me stutter because I like cannot collect. What's in my mind does not come out as fast through my mouth. I'm thinking things so fast up here that I just can't spit it out fast enough. So I sound stupid sometimes when I'm speaking to the camera. So yeah, I still do get a little embarrassed sometimes with that. How do you manage filming and editing so quickly and coming up with content ideas? So I actually don't, I feel like I don't do this quick enough. Like I have gotten my editing for TikToks down to like a science. Like I will do those pretty quickly, but like filming takes forever for me. I don't know why. Like setting everything up. That's why I feel like I have to get up an hour earlier if I'm filming a video. Like that's what takes me so long. And editing does take me longer, but like I know the style of editing that I like. So like that's what makes it easy, but it does take me a while still. And then with content ideas, when something pops up in my head, I'll write it down in my notes. Like I have a whole bunch of notes in my phone that like are just TikTok ideas. So you ever have like an idea that pops into your head, I would suggest writing it down somewhere, either in your notes app or just on a piece of paper, and then you could execute it. That's what I ultimately do. How did you make friends commuting to college? I am commuting and it's so hard. I'm so sorry. Commuting is so very difficult. For me, it was kind of a different experience because I was a part of sports teams. So like I had friends in that way. But I would recommend joining clubs because I met a few of my friends that were not on sports teams through clubs. Like I was in ABG, which is Business Honor Society, and I was the marketing director for that. So I found friends through there. Yeah. So I would honestly recommend either joining clubs or truly just trying to talk to people in your classes. I know that it's like hard to do that. But if you see somebody with a friendly face, like, it's not that bad, and odds are they're just as lonely as you are. It's okay to go up to a person and start talking to them in class. And I'm so sorry that you are having a hard time with it. It was a very difficult time for me. My senior year of college commuting, I felt so alone, and I don't want you to feel that way. I want to start filming content. How do I get over the fear of starting? Just start. And once you start, you realize that it's really not as scary as you thought it was. Sure, it's a little uncomfortable in the beginning. People will talk about you, but people will talk about you even if you're not doing it. So why not just do something you enjoy doing? Are you having a bachelor party? If you are, please vlog. Yes, I am. I actually, what's funny about that is I just sent my maid of honors because a few of them were asking, which are my sisters and Steven's sister. They were asking what like the vibe I wanted was, so I sent them a Pinterest board. I love making Pinterest boards, so I sent them a Pinterest board of the vibe that I want, and I definitely will be vlogging that. How do you keep such a consistent positive outlook and motivation? Your page brings joy. That is so sweet. I'm happy that that's the vibe that I give off, because there are some days where I'm just not like that. Like I physically just can't be like that because nobody's like that 24/7, but I'm happy that my page brings joy. Like that is a really nice compliment. I think honestly growing my relationship with the Lord has brought just new perspectives into my life that like I never thought before, and there's so much to be thankful and appreciative of, and why be sad when you can be glad? So I think that's why I may come off as positive. It's a really nice compliment. I love that. How do you balance your influencer life to your personal one? Love you. I love you too, and this is kind of something I'm bad at, because when you're doing something fun, you want to film it. And I feel like there are times when me and my family, me and Steven will go places, and instead of just enjoying the moment, I'm like, oh, this is a really good opportunity to film it, and sometimes I just need to put my phone down, and I've not found that balance yet. So that's definitely something I still need to work on. There's really no balance when this is your job. It's like, this is your job. I mean, it's very simple, very easy job, but like, it's a 24/7 thing. Like if there's gonna be something fun, I'm gonna want to film it. I would say that there's not really a good balance right now, but definitely something I'm working on. Another bride here, can you share more wedding planning process? I definitely plan on making like a whole series on here of my whole wedding planning process, like going to try on dresses and everything. But right now I have literally nothing besides a wedding venue booked. Done. So once I start actually getting into that, I will definitely be posting more about it. And also congratulations to you. Are you a 2025 bride? I'm a 2025 bride. I'd love to hear more about your guys' experiences with wedding planning too. So if you have any tips or tricks, let a girl know. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's scary to think about. 10 years, I will be almost 35, because I'm 24 now, turning 25 in 2 months. Exactly 2 months to the day. Hopefully I'll have, let's see, if I want to start having kids after I get married around 27, hopefully I'll have all of my kids by then. I want 4 kids, so maybe I'll have 4 little kiddos by 35 and have a nice house by the beach and just living in peace. I want to live a very peaceful life. I feel like there's a lot going on up here. all the time. I just want to feel zen where I am. So that would be nice. Do you think you'll ever get a job again or stick to being self-employed content creator? So I actually really do love what I do, and from my experience, I get paid more doing this than what I was getting paid for at my 9 to 5. So financially, it made more sense for me to do what I'm doing now. Will I stay doing this forever? I don't know. I really would love to own my own coffee shop by the beach. Like, that is like an ultimate dream of mine. So I think I will be self-employed. I will be self-employed for the rest of my life. I don't see myself working under somebody, but I think that that's the only closest thing to working a job. I would open up my own little thing, and I feel like it would be fun. How did you and Steven first meet? We met in 5th grade when I first moved to the town that I live in now. He was in my 5th grade class, and he was actually the first, him and another boy were like my first 2 crushes. Yeah, then we didn't start dating until after we graduated high school. And I think that that was for the better. I think that dating in high school is just so difficult for no reason. Just like hormones and everything going on in high school. It's just, I mean, good for people that last throughout high school. But I'm just saying, for me and Steven, it was probably better off that we waited until after high school to start dating. And what has been the most exciting thing to come out of TikTok? A lot. Like, I feel like I'm constantly just shocked by my life and forever grateful and thankful for the position that God has put me in with it. Like, I've prayed to be where I am at currently, and I just think that the whole thing, me being able to call this my job, is just the biggest blessing. And that's the most exciting thing to come out of TikTok. How did you find your personal style? I'm the type of person that loves comfort. I will choose comfort over anything forever. Like, if I could wear sweatsets every single day, I would. Finding my personal style, scrolling on Pinterest, I like to just find different outfits that I like, try to piece things together, and yeah, I think that's ultimately how I found my personal style. I don't even know how to categorize my personal style besides saying it's comfortable. How is your walk with the Lord going? Fun. I gotta show you what I got. I got a new Bible. She's pink and perfect, and I got a devotional. Now, what I didn't realize with this devotional is that it's actually a weekly devotional and not a daily devotional. So I think my next purchase is gonna be a daily devotional because I want to wake up every morning and start off my day like that. So if you guys have any recommendations for devotionals, let a girl know. When do you plan on going wedding dress shopping? I gotta go soon. Sometime in February. I want to go to the city with my girls and try on some dresses, make it a whole day, and yeah, I think that's it for answering some questions today. I don't know if you guys like videos like this. Let me know what type of videos you would like to see from me. Sorry if I bored you guys for the last couple of minutes. I love you all so much. Bye.